Thank you. Chairman Wilson, Vice Chairwoman Howard, and honorable members of the committee. My name is Trudy Taylor Smith. I'm the Senior Administrator of Policy and Advocacy at Children's Defense Fund Texas, and we are a nonprofit advocacy organization dedicated to building community so that young people grow up with dignity, hope, and joy. And we strongly oppose House Bill 232 and the committee substitute, which proposes treating all non-citizen students without permanent resident status as non-residents when they enroll at institutions of higher learning, unless they have a pending application for a green card or are under the age of 18 and sign an affidavit stating that they will submit an application as soon as they become eligible to do so. As a result, both undocumented students and lawfully present immigrant students without permanent residence would be required to pay out-of-state tuition, regardless of how long they have lived in Texas. The Texas DREAM Act already requires that in order to be considered state residents when they enroll in higher education, students without U.S. citizenship or green card must have lived in Texas for at least 3 years, and they must graduate from a Texas high school or receive the equivalent of a high school diploma in Texas. Therefore, the only immigrant young people who benefit from in-state tuition under current law are those who already have deep roots in the state. Cutting off these students' access to in-state tuition would harm their individual futures and the future of the Texas economy. Each year, 18,000 undocumented students graduate from Texas high schools. With access to higher education, these students can contribute in-demand skills to our state's workforce and become leaders in their chosen fields. However, out-of-state tuition rates in Texas are 3 times higher than in-state rates on average. If this bill is passed, then pursuing higher education would become financially impossible for many of these young people, preventing them from advancing in their careers and achieving long-term financial security. Many undocumented students are not eligible to apply for permanent resident status, and they could place themselves at risk of deportation by doing so. Additionally, the committee substitute would create financial liability for students who access in-state tuition based on applications that are later denied. Every young person deserves the opportunity to fully develop their innate talents and work toward a hopeful and prosperous future. All Texans benefit when our state's youth are equipped with the skills and knowledge they need to care for themselves and their families and contribute their unique capabilities to our culture, society, and economy. Therefore, we urge you to stand with young people and vote against HB 232. Thank you.